Hi guys, welcome back to another fun video from Fruitopia. As you can see, I've cleared out this greenhouse. I did that a few days ago. The only thing that's left are all the Chemperdeck seedlings, which I tried last summer to grow from a market bought fruit. Everything went well until the end of autumn. So most of these were dead before winter even started. Can you believe it? They were dead in the greenhouse. So Chemperdeck is a big no-no here in Melbourne from seed. Unless you have a heated greenhouse, which I do have, but for some reason I had a problem with this heater and I didn't use it at all this past winter because it kept switching itself off. When I had it on, it just flicked off, flicked on, flicked off. I don't know what's going on. So there was no heating here at all this winter, and they're the results of that. So all these will be tipped out, and I'll reuse all the dirt for different jobs around the garden in spring. Temperature in here currently, without any heating, is 18 Celsius, which is nice, but unfortunately it wasn't 18 at all over winter in here. It was more like 10 to 14. All right, second week of spring, and I still haven't tidied up the back. It's still a mess. I've been a little lazy, waiting for the weather to warm up. Like we get a sunny day and then it's 2 or 3 days of rain and cold winds. So I'm not very inspired to do any work, right? But I did take out all the tropicals, and that's what today's video is about. I'll be showing you those in just a moment. But I wanted to also show you the avocados here that are getting ready to flower. This is the worts. The oldest avocado I have at 16 years old, and the damage to the bananas over winter. So this is the kind of, for people who are new to the channel or people that are unfamiliar with the climate that I'm in, this is the climate I'm in, guys, right? So when you leave a banana, a potted banana pup here outdoors, even with overhead protection, right? Overhead protection, it still got toasted. Alrighty, so we have the Hass avocado here, which now is like bulletproof, being so established, and the mulberry here, the dwarf, which I planted only a year ago. Look at it, it's already 3.5 meters tall. So some things just cannot be touched by the cold, but these guys sure can. Huh? They're nothing like the avocado or mulberry. You're going to be seeing, well, a lot of sad things coming up, beginning with well, this jackfruit seedling, which has kicked the bucket, right? We tried, guys. We tried. By the way, all these were in the greenhouse. None of these were out here over winter. This is all a few days out of the greenhouse. So there's good news and bad news. The good news is this Erden Lee lychee survived. It's a miracle that it survived. But I gave it a scratch before, and as you can see here, it's alive. It lost all its leaves, but it is alive. Yep, not a problem. But I don't think this is a good variety for Melbourne, by the way, the Erden Lee. It's more tropical, but we'll see how we go. Next, to kick the bucket was this guy here that I had for 2 years. And this is the most cold sensitive out of all the tropicals that I have. The mangosteen, purple mangosteen. And it finally decided this winter to say goodbye, see you on the other side. Yeah. It needed the heater. The reason it made it last winter is because of the heating in the greenhouse. And this year I just didn't get any hugs, no warm hugs for the mangosteen. The next one to kick the bucket would be this one here. I'm not sure what this is. The label's lost. I wonder what happened to the label. But look at it. Look at this. Right? Total death. Complete and utter gone. See ya later. I'm not sure which one this is. I scratched it at the bottom and there's nothing. Nothing. But we keep them in the pot until the end of spring, just in case they sprout from the roots, just in case. This one here also kicked the bucket. Look at that. Huh? Wow, this one was a surprise. I thought it would make it. That's the Kaimito. Unbelievable. It was alive until July, mid-winter, and then late winter finished it off. And that's like I said, the star apple. Seedling. It's a seedling too. It's not even grafted. So I'm gonna keep him out here too, just in case. Yeah, these were all in the greenhouse. Next is the Rollinia, which I already have in the ground, but that's more advanced. These are only 2-year-old Rollinias. Good news is it's alive. Gave it a scratch before. There you are. He's alive, right? Lost all its leaves. Yep, there's the last one. Cooked. There's another one of these. I've got another Rollinia over there. They both survived. Next is the Umbrella, right? The hog plum. And this one survived, I think. Yep. Let's give it a scratch. Yep, that survived. Just. Right? Yeah, that looks green to me. So next, the Aracha boy. These look like they can take the cold. Yeah, it's got all its leaves, so this is doing fine. This is not a true tropical. It's more subtropical. He even flowered last summer, but the flowers dropped off. Next, the miracle fruit or miracle berry survived in the greenhouse, the unheated greenhouse. Lost half its leaves, the other half are intact, so it's a little tougher. It's much tougher than the mangosteen that it was next to. Next, the achacha, my most advanced achacha that I have. That survived fine, as you can see, the leaves. The central leader is damaged, right? It's got cold damage at the top, and this little side branch as well. It's got some damage, but the three main stems, this one, that one, and that one, these three are perfectly intact, and so is the of course the trunk. So this passed the test. It's even looking like it's doing something over here. Hang on, what are you doing over here, little achacha guy? It's got two new leaves, so they're pretty tough. in the greenhouse. I'm not game enough to put him in the ground yet. Still pretty small, still young. They got their first rainfall over the last 2 days. That's the main reason I brought them out, to get some water other than tap water. Next, I see a little bit of damage on this guy here, the top 3 leaves. This here, look, overall is looking pretty good though. This one here is the Cedar Bay cherry seedling that I got from Dailies last summer, at the end of summer. So 1, 2, 3 leaves were damaged. Otherwise, he's in top shape. Okay, it's very tight around here. Next. This one here is a mamey sapote that I grew from seed. He's intact. Even has one leaf intact. He had 3 or 4 leaves at the beginning of winter. He'll come back. Next, madrono. Right, I think this is known as the lemon drop mangosteen, if I am correct. Garcinia intermedia. Yeah, he's alive, but these are really slow guys. Really slow, like the achacha. So he's alive. He's got 2 green stems either side. The top here is dead. These guys here, they're gone. Next, these ones here were not in the greenhouse. These ones were left out all winter to fend for themselves, starting with the Rocoto chili tree. Hang on. Rocoto chili tree, yeah. And this is a very unusual plant. It grows bell peppers. I don't know if they're hot and spicy. I've never had it before. But that's done really well, like no effect from winter whatsoever. Next we have a dwarf jaburicaba, the costada. He did fine out here in the cold all winter. A couple of white sapote seedlings, and over there too, there's a few more. They grew themselves, volunteers that I put in little pots. Next, the sandpaper bird's eye fig, which is more than ready. Right, he's about 5.5 feet tall. These are underneath the Subel white sapote. He's taller than me, so he's 6 foot tall. This fig, ready to go in the ground, not affected by the cold at all. Some more jaboticabas here, just quickly. That's the scarlet. This is another costada. The costada seems to be affected by the cold more than any other variety I have, right? So maybe the costadas should have been in the greenhouse. This one here hasn't been affected by the cold at all. Oh, that's the giant. Okay, the giant or the large leaf. I think that's the large leaf, yep. They look pretty large. This wasn't affected at all whatsoever by the cold. Wow, champion. Next, that's a dead mango quan. It's been dead for a while. Next, this guy here who lost this leaf at the top. Right, he's looking pretty good otherwise. That's Malay apple. Wow, I'm really surprised the Malay apple has done so well. That was in the greenhouse, right? Wow, very surprising. They told me that the Malay apple will not survive in Melbourne. No chance. Well, whoever they were, I forgot, were wrong. Okay, next. Poshti, goodbye. That's the second poshti that I've lost in 2 years. The poshti is dead at the graft, but something's going on down here. Hang on, I need to get it closer, hang on. Something's going on up here. I need to zoom in, guys. Is that alive there? Is that green? I don't have my glasses. Is that mold or is that green life? Can't tell. Anyway, I think it's lost. I think the tree's gone because when I scratch it at the bottom, it looks dead. That looks dead. Doesn't that look dead to you? Yeah, it looks dead to me. Second poshti lost. What's that guy back there hiding? Who's that? North American pawpaw, yeah. We've got 2 of those back there. They're my backup pawpaws. They're still dormant, so they're not even awake yet. Forget about those. And I left them out. I never protected them at all. This is another madrono. This madrono looks dead. Hang on. Yeah, I lost one of the 2 madronos. Not happening. I can't scratch it. My there you go, now it got through. Forcibly. It's brown. All brown. It's finished. That madrono's gone. It's good to have a second one, isn't it? The other one made it. Here we have two canistel seedlings. 1 year old. And wow, they suffered. Look at this. Look at this. Wow, shocking. Shocking. Canistel, right? Shocking, but they're alive. The good news is when I scratch them, they're both alive. They're both alive and kicking. But wow. And that's inside the greenhouse. This death. That's the unheated greenhouse, right? Next, amla. Amla is the Indian gooseberry. And this guy, I've lost a couple of these. And I'm happy to say this one has survived. I gave it a scratch. Give it another one. Yep, is green. Yeah, the amla made it. But of course, lost all its leaves. Yeah, so that's the amla. Next, and when I bend my knees like this, it hurts. Arthritis, guys. Arthritis. Rollinia. Oh yeah, the second Rollinia. I believe this, let's see, I don't know if this one made it. The other one did. It's dead at the top, but at the bottom, yep, at the bottom it's alive. At the bottom this Rollinia is living. It's just that from there up, it's all dead. Wow. So it just made it. It's a seedling. So there's no graft that was lost. So that's fine. Next we have daily sweet gold starfruit tree. No problem. And then at the top we have this lucky or happy fella who's probably doing the best out of all the trees that I'm going to show you today. Wow, he hasn't lost one leaf. Not only has he not lost any leaves, not one, he's put on new leaves. This was in the plastic greenhouse, right? So This is the rose apple. The rose apple, guys. Yeah, I'm very excited about the rose apple. I'm gonna put this in the ground, this guy. I don't know where though. He's definitely going in the ground with such strong what's the word? Survival. Next we have another Racha boy down there. He's done a little better than the first one I showed you. Actually much better. And he's twice the size. Then we have 1, 2 guavas, which have done fine. Guava does really well here. Unprotected. These are unprotected. That's the Aman variety, right? It took me a long time to get an Aman. I wanted to get one like 6-7 years ago and I never did. And this one here, this guava, I've lost its label. It's a Pakistan or Indian variety, and I don't know the name of it. It's apparently the sweetest of all guavas, and I've lost the label. How nice is that, huh? But it survived. Okay, and then we have a large leaf jabadikaba, which has been in the ground all winter, unprotected. He's got a little cold damage, but fine. Then I've got all these seedlings, which I put in pots over the last 12 months, which are avocados and loquats and white sapote seedlings. These are all seedlings. And in between the seedlings, we have a new Wampy, the Yim Pei, which I got from dailies at the end of summer or during summer last season. That was out unprotected all winter, no protection. So there you go, Wampy, but it is a little mature. I think it's in its 3rd year. Can survive, no problem, unprotected. Then we have an apple, the multi-grafted apple, which was out all winter, of course. Then next to it we have a very, very dead blackberry jam fruit tree, which I'm a little disappointed by because he was in his 2nd year. I got this one from Ross Creek Tropicals up near Gympie. I lost him because I didn't bring him into the greenhouse until the end of June. So it was too late. He should have been in the greenhouse at the beginning of May. So, blackberry jam fruit cannot survive Melbourne's winter. Obviously, there's the proof in the pudding. Next, a little baby kwai muk. He was in the greenhouse, he survived fine. These are pretty tough. Like 100 times tougher than jackfruit, even though they're from the same family. Kwai muk. This guy here was a big surprise. I did not expect this guy to survive and to look so happy and healthy and green. He was in the greenhouse, unheated greenhouse, and he's looking so good. Here's the yellow mangosteen, the only one I have, guys. The only one I have, and wow. I had one last year and I lost it in the greenhouse also. He didn't make it through winter, and this one did. But let's see what happens now in early spring. Early spring can be vicious here in Melbourne. It's not like Queensland where the weather stabilizes. There's no such thing as stabilized in Melbourne until November. November is when everything stabilizes, not September. So September and October are still danger periods for these guys. Okay, this is still like partly winter, partly spring. It's not true spring. True spring is November. This is one of 2 imbies that survived. One of 3 imbis that survived, which is very surprising, right? These don't like any water, any tap water. They like rainwater. Next to it is the lacucha or monkey jack, and he also survived. Hang on, let me just confirm that. Yep, he's green. So that's a real surprise. Thank you very much. Then we have 1, 2, 3 new dragon fruit varieties, which also survived in the greenhouse, although that one there struggled. That's the delight. The delight wasn't very happy, right? Look, not happy at all. But the dark star and the pink panther, happy as Larry, not a problem. Okay, next, I don't know what this is because the label's gone. It looks like, I'm not gonna guess, but whoever he is, he's still alive, still green. Thank you very much. This guy here is the grenadilla, the giant passion fruit, which is looking dead. He's looking dead. Let me try to find some green on him. No green anywhere. Yeah, I think he's kicked the bucket, guys. I think he's kicked the bucket. Ah, damn, I lost him. He was in the greenhouse too, all winter. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. These are very tropical. They're definitely not for the southern states. Maybe Sydney, but not Melbourne. Yep, he's dead. It might surprise me and come back from the roots. Yeah, sorry, Mr. Pretty Face. Very pretty. Next. Another madrono. Wow, how many do I have? This one is alive too. That might be a madrono there too, the one that's unlabeled. Next, another ambarella, hog plum, and he's also alive at the bottom half. The top half up here is all gone. Goodbye. Some white sapote seedlings. Another multi-grafted tropical apple tree. And then we have the Thai guava, which is an advanced one, which I got earlier this year. He dropped all his leaves. He's 5'5", and looks, yeah, he's alive right to the top. He's just gone into that funky guava dead look, but he's fine. Okay, so, oh, and then we have the lamb hass. Hang on, let me go around the other side. Then we have the lamb hass, which I pulled out of the ground last summer, and it's in that big pot. He's doing really well. Really, really well. I should pull out the Pinkerton too. That's struggling, right? He's got a new lease on life. The lamb hass avocado here. It's in the shade now. Okay, guys, let's move on. A couple of more trees here. The longan, that's the chompu, has survived from the greenhouse. Not a problem. The one next to it is the hay or hue. Not sure how to pronounce that, but that's alive. Alive, but it lost all its leaves, right? Not looking the best, but is alive. And then around the corner here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 jabuticabas, the same as the ones I showed you earlier. They were out here all winter in the cold wind and rain, and they're all fine, right? So jabuticaba does fine in the cold here at this age. They're about 3 years old, maybe 4 years old, I'm guessing. The reed which almost died on me last summer from root rot, has dropped all its leaves. I'm waiting for it to grow back new leaves. I've had it in the pot now for 9 months. The achacha seedlings, there's 4 of them here. They're all fine. These were in the greenhouse. They're very, very healthy, by the way. They look like they just came from dailies. So there's 4 of those. They're my backup achachas. I've got another mulberry there, which I got from dailies last year. That's the, dailies, no, not dailies, from Ross Creek. That's a Pakistan mulberry. He's just waking up now, right? And I got another one over here, which is more than ready to go in the ground. These are all flowering too, fruiting. This is the Beanley Black. He's ready to go in the ground, more than ready. He's just waiting for me to find somewhere to plant him, right? He's in his 3rd year. And I've got 2 more mulberries over there that are waking up. And since we're over here, this is the final section. The 2 mangoes I had in that greenhouse over there. This one is doing the best, so well that it's even starting to push new growth at the top, which is the Manila mango. And this is also a Manila mango. Got them the same day, but look at the difference, guys. In the same greenhouse. It's unexplainable. What's going on here? The same tree, the same variety. Yep. No one can tell you why. Anyway, then we have this guy here. This is the Malabar chestnut, which turned out to be really well, to do well in the greenhouse, except for this cluster here of leaves that are turning brown. But he's got new growth coming at the top. This is more of an indoor plant, and I can see new growth coming in here. Right, so he's doing great. I've got 2 allspice trees. This one here that I've had for 2 years, right? So it's 5 foot tall. And the little one here, which sucked because it was thirsty. I gave him water and he came back. So he just needed water, and he needs water again. He's thirsty again, even though he got 2 days worth of rainfall. Wow, what a mess here in the middle on this second smaller allspice tree. Yeah, it needs to be, I don't know what's going on with him. Wow, he's very dry. Evidently, yeah, oh no, the soil is moist. I don't know what's wrong with him. But anyway, King Thai looks like he's coming to life. See that little growth there coming? Yeah. Mango. So that one did really well in the greenhouse. This one though, look at this mango. He's alive though. That's the Irwin. That's a dwarf. My gosh, total massacre, huh? Look at all of this death. And then when you get to the bottom, the last 3 leaves are perfect. Hello, nice to meet you. Oh, there's another leaf that fell. There were 4 leaves. Yeah. So let's see what the graft is. Okay, the graft is here. So this part of the graft is alive. We lost it from here all the way up, gone. But the good news is, guys, it's gonna survive as a grafted tree, thank God. Next, another tree we lost together with the blackberry jam is this sweet tamarind from Ross Creek. Major disappointment. Another one I brought in at the end of June. Too late. Too late. That's $100 I paid for that tree. So that's $100 down the drain. Pink wax jambu, he's doing fine, right, with all his leaves intact. Next we have the Krausui sapodilla, Chico sapote. He's doing really well. Wow, very impressed by this variety of sapodilla. There's the other two mulberries I told you about. This one is the Angela. I don't know anything about Angela. I just got it because it was recommended to me. And there's another white shatut. I got a second white shatut. Why on earth did I do that when I already have a huge monster white shatut? Well guys, plan B, that's why. Remember plan B? All right, what else? Oh, another mango, banana can. This is my backup banana can. I've got one in the front in the ground, but it doesn't look very, mixed results. Mixed results on banana can, right? He's alive all the way to the tip at the top. Did I forget anyone else? What's this here? Oh, and lastly, another wax jambu, guys. This is the red wax jambu. So I've got a red and a pink. This one did fine as well. Oh, and I've got a, it's hidden in all the weeds. Look at all the weeds here that I have to pull out from underneath the fig tree. See all the weeds? You didn't get to see that. This guy. That's my latest purchase of pomegranate. I got this guy at the end of summer. The Parfianca. They say that this is the sweetest variety. The sweetest. And it's a dwarf. He's just woke up. See all the new tips on him? Yeah. So that's him. Put him back. Actually, I'm not going to put him in that weeded area. I'll just leave him here next to the mangoes. There you go, mate. That's a little better for you there. Yeah. I think I covered everything, guys. Whew. Yeah. So, where are we up to? 37 minutes. Woo! Let's go and check out the other greenhouse now, the third greenhouse. See how everything's still sleeping? It's still wintry, guys. Then I've got the bacon avocado, the one I got from the local market here for $65, and it was up to there, over 2 meters, and then it got dieback, and I had to cut it right there. See where it's dead? But it survived. It came back just. I've already got a bacon in the ground. I don't think I need a second one. And this is the black sapote, the Bernica. He's been out all winter, freezing his butt off, but a true champion. Hasn't lost one leaf, right? And then what else can I show you? We have a couple of or just one other guava here and another guava here, two guavas. This one lost all its leaves. The China pear, which I have in the ground in the front, and this is another new one. This did really well. It's even got new growth. Wow. That's the Starling's White. Piece of cake for the Starling's White. The Choco vine there really copped it at the end of winter. The taro copped it. Half. The results are mixed. The ice cream bean seedlings all copped it real bad, but they're all coming back and they'll be fine. There's more here. I got a few of them. Some chili plants. So back here to finish off the video, I pulled out everything from that greenhouse there, starting with a Panama berry or Jamaica berry, right? Look, wow. But they're alive. The stems are all green up to, well, let me see, up to wow, well, halfway. They're both equally alive, and there's brown wood at the bottom part, right? But I'm going to put these back into the greenhouse today, because tomorrow the temperature in Melbourne is going to drop down to, well, in this part of Melbourne where I am, it's going to drop down to 2 or 3 Celsius overnight and 12 maximum during the day. So they're going into the greenhouse as soon as I finish with this video. And so are some of the other plants I showed you earlier, the small plants. Now here we have a very sad looking sapodilla. I don't know what on earth happened to this guy, the Savo Manila. I've had him for 2 years and he was doing so well, right? As good as the Krowski. But then now in the last 2 months, since July, he's put on this I'm gonna go to the grave look, just out of the blue. And I don't know why. Why? He only got watered like twice in 3 months, right? So I don't know what happened to the sapodilla. It's a real shame. That one back there is the peanut butter fruit tree, which I've had no luck with. That's the third one I've had. The other two all perished, right? Peanut butter. But the good news is it's got new growth coming, guys. See the new growth there? New growth. That's the good news. Even though we just came out of winter, he's got new growth. Wow. So he survived. Not only survived, he's growing back. Here's another wax jambu, another pink. So that's 2 pinks I have. And what's that one there? That's another wax jambu. That's also, what color is that one? Purple. Oh, a purple variety. I think the purple and the pink are the same, or the red, I'm not sure. The leaves are different though. See how the leaves are different? They survive fine. This guy here, who's this? The Canistel aurea. That's, the Canistels have really struggled here. Big time. Oh, he's alive. Wow. Oh wow, he's alive. Cool. But that's the rootstock. The graft has died at the top, right? Or am I wrong? Let's see if I'm right or wrong. Wow, the top is alive too. Hang on, I take that back. The graft is alive. Sorry guys, the aurea is still alive. Woohoo! Cool. Next, another canistel, the grey. That's the second grey I've had, and he's green. I've already scratched him before, but I think I lost the oh no, I haven't. Hang on, where's the graft? That's all green there as well. I don't know where the graft is, if it's here or if it's here. Hard to tell. This here is the grafted part. I'm not sure, but the rootstock is alive on the grey. Next, look at that. Mamey sapote, the real deal. The real deal, guys. Look at this. Huh? This is like in the same category as rambutan and mangosteen. Well, pretty close, not exactly. And he's thriving. I wonder why the Mamey sapote has done so well and the canistel hasn't and the sapodilla hasn't. Who can explain this other than the age? That's an older plant. The Mamey is up to 4 years old now, whereas these guys are like 3. The difference is 1 year. Come on. 1 year difference. Then we have this happy guy. This is the Kwaimuk, the more advanced one. That's like 4.5 feet. Right? This is the Arkan starfruit. Starfruit does really well here. It just doesn't fruit. The plants do wonderfully well. They just don't fruit, guys. We don't get fruit from our starfruit, but we get beautiful looking trees. Then we have this guy. That's another sapodilla, the prolific. He's doing great, like the krausui and prolific are doing great. The tropical and the Savo Manila don't like Melbourne. I've lost 2 of them. Another starfruit, real happy. Here we have Lucuma, the Kona variety, grafted from Dailies. And he's doing really well. He just lost 1 leaf. This one here. Oops, he just came off. That leaf there. Just 1 leaf loss on a whole tree. The green sapote, which is in the ground now for 1.5 years, coming up to 2 years. Not a problem. Another star fruit in the ground. It's got some dieback, as you can see. But overall, it's done well. That one over there did better. That's the what is it? Siam. Giant Siam is done better than the Kambangan, but they're both alive and kicking. All right, guys, I think that's it. Oh, and we have 1, 2. Where's the third one? Where's he gone? Oh, here he is. 3. The 3 Barbados cherries have done well, especially this one and that one there, very well. This third one here has struggled. It just dropped all its leaves since I brought him out 3 days ago. Right? Whereas that one hasn't dropped any leaves. See? See, guys? When you have 1 tree, you can't do a comparison. But when you have 2 trees, now I can see the difference. It's not the location, it's the tree. Because they grew together. They grew together, they slept in the same bed. In the same greenhouse over there. So what's going on? Same water, same conditions. Check out the chompo here, the longan. Very happy in the ground. Right? This is the best, this variety here is the best longan for Melbourne. This one, number 1. Number 2 is the Kohala. And then from there you just go, well, with experimenting with the other ones. So this is the other black sapote, the Mar, in the ground now for 1 year. All right, let's move on. There's another wax jambu, a red one that I've had in the ground there for 2 years and hasn't grown at all. A new dwarf apricot that I just planted 12 months ago. First time he's flowering, pretty happy. A new prune tree. These are dwarfs I just planted. Over here we have a new persimmon that's starting to wake up. Right. A new white sapote in a pot that's doing great. 2 yellow jabuticabas that are doing really good. And this is the Tahiti variety of black sapote, very healthy. But I'm gonna get rid of all these sugarcane that are in the way of this black sapote, not helping at all. All right, guys, I can keep going and going and going, right? It's just the nature of things. Not hog plum, Davidson plum. The little jackfruit seedling here. I don't think he's gonna make it. Sorry, guy, I tried. But his little buddy over there is alive. That one's alive. I planted 2 of them. And that's the video. We covered a lot of territory. Oh. There's the cherry moya hanging there. I'm gonna put bags on these soon, because last spring the possums played with them just for fun, kicked them, and they fell to the ground. So I have to protect the cherry moya, so we know if they're gonna be sweet or not, right? Otherwise, how am I gonna know? All right, guys, that's the video. Whew. Yeah, a lot of work, and I haven't even started with the cleanup. No cleanup yet at all here at the back. No cleanup. There's the African Pride, Atemoya, custard apple, and the lychee, the Bosworth, right in the ground, and the kohala, longan. Guys, that's it. You saw everything. The jabuticaba is still sleeping here, the small leaf, right? Nothing going on yet. All right, guys, gonna finish off with the ice cream bean. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And we'll see you from the next one, guys. That's the cherry moya with the red Dhaka bananas. We're trying, guys, we're trying.